I'm live. Isn't that nice? Okay, there we go. That's good. So, look at it. Y'all can't even really see me. Maybe y'all fix my light. I don't know how that works. Oh, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit. That's a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but you know how we do it. We get on here and we get everything going. I'm acting like people finna come in and start watching me, but that's not the case. And I'm cool with it because again, I'm talking to myself, which I'm talking to you, whoever does watch this, because it's in Lak'ech Ala K'IN. I am another you, and you are another me. So yeah, let me do just a little bit more damage over here. Give some of that action. Find it. Look like it don't ever want to be cooperating and stuff. Okay. Put it up against the wall. And look at that. I like it. We right here with it. I still look dark in the face, but that's fine. Got the raccoon thing going on. I'm cool with it. So, yay! Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Lang, 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 lang. Lang. Yes, I have been MIA, missing in action. But I hope that you guys have still been following along with your stuff. Hold on. Give me a minute. I hope that y'all still been following along with y'all stuff. Because I definitely have. Because regardless of whether I choose to be on here and be transparent or not, I'm still doing my planetary service to the wave spell. I'm doing my service every single day. And putting time in it. Now, every single day, am I putting the extra time into it? No, I'm not, because things been going on. So I'm actually going to talk about that. That's going to be the topic today after we go through everything that we need to go through, So back up on it, okay? Let's jump right into it because I don't want this to be too long. And so let us get some of that. Let us sit there. See, I ain't set up right because I got everything everywhere, but that's all right. I don't mind moving around because we're going to talk about all this moving around and everything in just a minute. So, back at it. Clear the air. I hit the bell 5 times because 5 to me is a form of clearing. 5 is change. So usually when we see that in tarot decks, things like that, plus if you just look it up, 5 resonates with transforming and all that kind of stuff like that, and change and things of that nature. So that's why I hit the bell 5 times. So because we're getting ready to change. We're getting ready to change topic, change the atmosphere, change the day, blah, blah, blah. So yes, change 5 times. We breathe that in and sit in there for a little minute and get into the directions, the 7 prayer direction. From the east, house of light. May my wisdom. Actually, hold on. Hold it. See. I'm rusty, y'all. We're going to get this together. Hold on. Before I get into all that, because I need to share my screen. Yes. Yes. And we want to hide that. And then we want to lower that. And then we want to put that in there. And here we swing it back up here. There we go. The 7 galactic directions prayer is what we say. And I like to put this up here because I change the words a little bit. But I want y'all to know what the correct words is. And I'm pretty sure y'all might change the words around a little bit once you know how we do it. Once we learn it, you know what I'm saying, get it down and we put our little funk on it, you know what I'm saying, our little sprinkles it, chop it up, flip it, smack it, rub it down. Oh no, you know, looking ass. So yeah. Anyway, the prayer of the 7 galactic directions. So here we go. From the east, house of light, may my wisdom dawn in me, so I may see all things in clarity. Ashe. From the north, house of night, may my wisdom ripen in me, so I may know all things from within. From the west, house of transformation, may my wisdom be transformed into right action, so I may do what must be done. From the south, house of eternal sun, may my right action reap the harvest, so I may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. Those are the first 4 directions right there. And I need to say Ashe, 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 and Ashe. Then above, from above, house of heaven, where the star people and ancestors gather, may their love, wisdom, protection, and support come to me now. Ashe. From below, house of Mother Earth, may the warmth and heartbeat of her crystal core balance and center me, nourish and nurture me, support and protect me in the harmonies to end all war, internally and externally. Ashe. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere, everyone, everything at once, may I be known as the light of mutual love. May I be balanced and centered in the light of mutual love. May I give and receive the light of mutual love. I am Hunapku, Eva Maya Imaho. All hail the harmony of mind and nature. I am Hunapku, Eva Maya Imaho. All hail the harmony of mind and nature. I am Hunapku, Eva Maya Imaho. All hail the harmony of mind and nature. And as I will, so shall it be. Okay. And then we are, look at me. Hold on, let me do this real quick too. No, not that. Let me do that. See, there we go, because that helps with all that endless effect right there. We don't need that endless effect going on. I know I'm gonna shrink myself. Hold on, because I don't need to be that big. I get it. I like to see myself. No. Because that's what it is. Let's do it like that. There we go. Because you still see the big stuff. Yeah, okay, so let's do it that way. And then I bet if I click on that, you probably ain't going to see me at all anyway. But I do want you to see me. So there we go. Okay, so before we get into this, no, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead with what it is. So today is Blue Spectral Night. And as always, we always say the motto 3 times. But what we're going to do is we're going to say it 2 times. And then the 3rd time, we're going to say it with one of the original founders of this information and stuff. So let's get into that. It is Blue Spectral Night. That's the date. Blue Spectral Night. We're in the white northern castle of Crossing. It's a earth. The earth family is signal. The clan is fire. We are in harmonic 16, which is crystal input, informed flowering of cooperation. This is the oracle. And in the oracle, we have the destiny, which is today, blue night, blue spectral night. And it is also the guiding power, blue spectral night. The analog of the day is yellow spectral warrior. The antipode is red spectral skywalker. And this one is white mirror. I don't know exactly which one. I'll get into that in just a minute. Figured it out. But we are in the 5th wave spell. And we are in the red magnetic skywalker wave spell. And we are in, what is that, day 12? No, day 12. I mean, day 11, excuse me. Which is right here. This is what blue night looks like. And we have 2 more days left in this 13-day wave spell. We have the yellow seed and the red serpent. As I told you, I've noticed that whatever color we start on, that's the color we're going to end on for the wave spells. We started with red magnetic skywalker, and we are ending on red serpent. I don't know exactly which one that is, but, well, it's 13. The 13th, yes, I do. So it's cosmic. Red cosmic serpent. Okay, I was like, I don't know. Yes, you do. Think about it, Dan. Come on. So there we have with the wave spell. Then, I'm going to take you down here and we'll break it down even further for the wave spell number 5, which is the red magnetic skywalker, which looks like that. As you can see, I seal the output of space with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power devil. That's the red skywalker. And then we are on day 63. 63. Sorry, I should have had that. Uh-oh. There we go. This is where we at. Told you that's what it looks like. The oracle, the wave spell, the harmonic 16 crystal input, informed flowering. The journey of that is the 63rd day. We're in column 4, and it's column 4 of the solar dragon. The wave spells the red skywalker, like I said, the 11th day, which is the spectral chamber tone, which is liberate service. White northern castle of Crossing. And we have changed seasons as well. We're in the galactic season of the eagle, which is blue sky. And the breakdown, the solar seals. So to make the blue spectral NITE. You take the solar seal number 3, which is blue NITE, and then we're on the 11th day, which is the 11th galactic. I mean, which is 11th is the 11th galactic tone is spectral. So the solar seal, the action of that is to dream. The essence of it is intuition, and the power from that is abundance. The function of the spectral tone is liberation. Its creative power is to dissolve, and the action is to release. The oracle is, as I said, blue NITE is the guide. The analog is the yellow warrior. The antipode is the Skywalker, and the occult is the white mirror. We're in the blue root race of things. So, of course, that's all blue members. So that's blue NITE, blue hand, blue monkey, blue eagle, and blue storm. They are the transformers. And the key energy with them is abundance. Their earth family, that's when you take one from each of the colors, and that's a family. And that's the signal. They're the signalers of the family. So they're the signalers of the family in the blue, as well as far as the blue members, but each color has a signal family. So that's why they're the earth family. And they unravel the mystery, which basically is signaling. It's like, hey, over here, found something good looking. The members of those are red Skywalker, the white mirror, the blue NITE, and the yellow star. They are the yellow fire clan. Their position is in the solar plexus, and their action is to receive. Okay. So that's the breakdown of that. And we're on day 11. We're liberating. So we're going to go back here. Actually, I'm going to take you guys back to this one. There we go. So first 2 is I, and the last one is going to be we. And when we do we, we'll actually be doing it with the one of the original founders. May she rest in peace. So let's go. Ready? Countdown 3, 2, 1. I dissolve in order to dream. Releasing intuition. I seal the input of abundance with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power, double. Deep breath. Let it out. One more deep breath. Let it out. Go again. I dissolve in order to dream. Releasing intuition. I seal the input of abundance with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power, double. Yes. Another breath. There we go.
In number 63, blue spectral night.
Blue spectral night. We dissolve in order to dream. Releasing intuition. We seal the input of abundance with the spectral tone of liberation. We are guided by our own power doubled.
And the oracle prayer for today. We call you destiny and guiding power, blue spectral night.
The destiny and guiding power.
Help us to create abundance unlimited.
Help us to create abundance unlimited.
Our highest dreams.
To build our highest dreams.
And we call you analog, like-minded energy, yellow spectral warrior.
Yellow spectral warrior.
Help us to open ourselves to the knowledge of higher intelligence.
Help us to open ourselves to the knowledge of higher
set free all fear.
Intelligence. Help us to
And we call you
something
antidote,
about fear.
challenging energy,
The analog is
red
red spectral
spectral
skywalker.
skywalker. Help us to become free and
Help us to become
unlimited.
free and unlimited.
And we call you occult, hidden, unexpected power, white electric mirror.
White electric mirror.
Help us to reflect ourselves and become endless.
Help us to reflect ourselves and become endless.
The planets related to blue night and yellow warrior in the dream spell is Saturn.
Lunar
We are
Saturn.
tuning into the planet Saturn.
You can barely hear on that one. I think they might have messed it up by accident. Because it's playing. Interesting. Silence. Maybe you need to go within and do your own little meditation today. That would be nice. Okay, so Ashe. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, and then we want to go here. So we're on the blue rhythmic storm. And let's say that the kin of the year, which is the guardian kin, as I've told you guys before, and I usually do that first, but it's just a little backwards today. I'm rusty. I got to get back in the swing of things, but that's okay. So KIN19 is blue rhythmic storm, and that is I organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power, double. I organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power, doubled. Now we organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. We seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. We are guided by our own power, double. Ashe. So that's the energy for the whole year for everybody as a collective. Every day actually is for everybody, believe it or not. But like this energy like encases the year as we make these steps through galactic time, through natural time. So yeah. And so we started out this year. Let's get on down. There we go. So we started out, and I started with you guys like in, I don't know, it might have been on day one. It might not have been. I can't remember. But yeah, I started on day one. And then I did about 2 weeks, and then I fell off, and we done left the season because when I started, we was in the White Dog Galactic Season of Love. And we were in the first castle, and that was the red castle, and we were in the first moon, that was the magnetic bat moon. So since then we have shifted into a new month, we've shifted into a new season, and we've shifted into a new castle, and we've shifted into a new wave spell. So we have some catching up to do, and I understand it, and that's fine. But I kind of just wanted to show you that. And then I'm finna bring this back up. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then I'm finna go back here for a minute. Okay. So the topic for today is me. Before I go any further, and I think I'm going to actually do another introduction video and make sure that that's somewhere in bold print so people can like hit that up first to see me, see who I am, and see why I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing on my channel, on my platform. First and foremost, I'm putting my digital footprint out there. And I'm doing it through YouTube. You know, YouTube has been getting some flack and all that kind of stuff like that. And I get that. And I'm probably get some flack from YouTube and stuff like that too. Or, you know, people, because not everybody agrees, and that's fine. But this is my platform, and I'm going to use it to say what I need to say and do what I need to do. But with that being said, my platform is just me, a regular person. In Lak'ech really means I am just another you, and Ala K'IN means you are just another me. That's what that basically really means. When I say basically really means is, you know how translations be just a little bit loose, and you know they got to, you know what I'm saying, fix some stuff, but that's what it's basically saying. And it's the truth. I am a regular person. I work a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, living paycheck to paycheck, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I am a middle-aged woman, and I am single. And I have adult children, and I have grandkids. What else I want to say? I'm very spiritual. I'm on my journey just like everybody else. I've been on a little path for a minute. I've been a person to like, one thing I know though, for real with spiritual journeys, you really can't like backslide. It's like you can stall out. So I'm gonna say that I've stalled several times, and then I powered through and things like that. And I've noticed I've done that like my whole lifetime. Like the struggle is always real. Real, and I have to like power through and do some shit. But what I'm understanding now is I was looking at it all wrong, for one thing. And so, yeah. So that pushed me along on my journey. I have regular, like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the black sheep, but not for real. And then a loner. Yeah, black sheep, a wolf, for real. There's one of them loner wolves out there, for real. Because I've always felt a certain way about things, and I've always seen things a certain way, and I've always had conflict because of that. So that would always put me, it either put people at odds with me, or putting myself at odds with people and whatnot. And that's how that goes. I'm really tired of the things I see in the spiritual community, in everyday life, just like everywhere. And I would be searching for people who I could identify with, or, you know, like trying to make a family or whatever, you know, we'd be trying to do all the stuff that we be trying to do and control. And I was just still always having problems with it. And I have, you know, been searching and looking and searching for, you know what I'm saying, something that fits, basically. And that's what we're all trying to do at the end of the day. And you can take that and put that in so many things that fit, as far as like a mate, things that fit job, things that fit friends, family, keep up just fit. So yeah. And I mean it in all of that. And so spiritually as well. So it's like I need to find something that I don't need to find something to fit. Not like that, but technically, yeah. But I need to find something that clicks and fits for me, that makes sense for me, that I can navigate better through this life. And for that, most part for me is just actually being on my own and being the loner just a little bit, like doing my own thing and stuff like that or whatever. And why it was and it is important for me is, of course, I want to connect to the divine. I want to connect to the divine and be in alignment with the divine and the highest, frequencies and the highest love and the highest energies, the highest vibrations, the highest high, whatever that is, I want to be connected to that. And I think that's everybody. And so, I've always wanted that. So it's like searching for that and trying to get there and make sure that where you get into is like that's the real shit. And going back younger for me, yes, religion was always I've always had a problem with religion. But because being raised in the background I was raised in, I couldn't really like maneuver out of that or voice my opinion about that. Like I learned that early on and some stuff like that or whatever. So, I did what I was supposed to, and that was listen to my mother, and this is what we was doing and skip off the bam, and that's fine. But I was at the back of my mind, I'm like, this like, nah, it's contradictions. And even as a little girl, like I knew that it was like they tell you to do, like this something ain't right. I don't like this. And then even as a little girl, I always used to ask, what makes this shit true? What makes this shit real? You know what I'm saying? Like, who told this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we know this man is telling the truth? Like, who wrote this Bible? And everybody goes through, oh, it's the word of God. It's from God. But I'm like, all right, as a little girl I was like, all right, but like, and they was like, well, of course the man wrote it, but the God told the man to write that. And I'm like, how do we know he telling the truth? How do we know that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and all of them peoples is telling the truth? And like I got jumped on, from the girl, like, cause that's them the questions that I was like asking for real. Like, how do we know that these people telling the fucking truth? And who is he? Like, why is we always, that was another one. Why is it always like man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but like, come on now. It was them type of questions for me. They had me looking at religion, Christianity, Baptist to be exact, and things of that nature, looking at it sideways. So I never got baptized, and I was thankful for that because my mom believed in wait until you get of age that you can make your own sound decision about doing it. So like the whole christening and blessing the child and stuff like that, like my mom didn't do that. But she's heavy Christian. She was a holy roller, don't get it twisted. But like she still felt like, yeah. So never been baptized, but I've been in church the whole time. Stuff like that or whatever. Church choir, all of that. So as I got older, of course, I ain't really do the church that much. And then I did dabble a little bit in tarot cards. That was like a long, long, long time ago. Like early, late teens, early young adult. So I'm talking about 19, 20, 21, probably around in there. I had saw these really, really, and they like called to me, and I hate the fact that because I held on to them for so long, and I still ended up throwing them away. But I had like ordered this really nice tarot deck, and Never even really opened it at first or even touched it. I just put it up because I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll buy something knowing I'm not even finna touch it for like a year or two and put it up. It was that type of thing. So that, but always as a little girl, I was always into astrology as much as I could be into it because again, my mom's a holy roly, so she kind of like knows, but she also is a person that she likes kids with, likes to let kids have imagination, blah blah blah, things of that nature. So I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when you go to the stores and stuff and you get to the checkout counter. I used to wait to get to the checkout counter. Why? Because they always had those little tubes of paper rolled up in the little plastic thing with your whole month worth of astrology, and then got your colors, your numbers, your lucky days, your dates, and all that kind of stuff. You guys remember them things? Oh my God, I used to love those. Love those. You know what I'm saying? Used to get them, sneak them in the cart. You know what I'm saying? So mom paid for it, but she knew I liked them and stuff like that or whatever. So she would get them because it was 99 cents or how much? 59 cents, 90, something like that. So I could get those. So I used to, couldn't wait to get home to like read those and stuff like that because I was into reading. So that was like my fix that I could get. You know what I'm saying? Was that little piece of paper and stuff like that or whatever. So each month, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I went to the store, it was a new month. I was on it. And then after maybe a couple of years of that though, and then like seeing where I was going and some of the conversations that I was having as a little girl and stuff like that, she was like, so no. Oh yeah, I should do it. I was devastated, just devastated. My very first no to the little thing in there and stuff. So it's like, oh man, that's horrible. I was distraught. I almost fell out too, but I'm like, wouldn't play with my mama like that. Like for real, now. I ain't playing with her like that. But she said no. And it was fine. And then it was from then on, she just explained, like, we're not doing it no more. You don't need to be reading those. And I really don't approve of them. Ski walk, bam, blah, blah, blah. Shut the book, shut the door, like, boom. I'm like, heartbroken and devastated. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, man. So then what happened, to be totally, truthfully honest, I used to start stealing them. Because, I mean, it was like that serious. And it was just that, my little that I had for that. And I can see now why that was like important for me. Plus, I'm a Pisces, so let's get it. So, you know what I'm saying? That was important for me. Like, I was still in, you know what I'm saying, with the Jesus and all that kind of stuff like that as much as possible. Because, you know what I'm saying, I let them like brainwash me into, even as a little girl, like I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew like what was going on, but you like can't talk about it because you don't really, I couldn't, as a little girl, couldn't really formulate what was going on in words that would be heard first and foremost. And then because of the words I'm talking about and what I'm talking about, I wasn't going to get heard anyway. You borderline almost get an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? It's like really close to that. But with that being said, so that was my little, and then that was gone. So then I had to start selling them. And that worked for a minute until my mom started finding them. I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but kid. But anyway, and then she was finding them and she's like, well, I ain't bought none of these in a minute. So like, where you getting these from? Excuse me. So then that was done. So then, you know, I just became an adult. Then, like I'm saying, I bought those. And then, see, by that time, I was like even more into it, you know, even more into Jesus God, all that good stuff. And so I was just like, and I'm like, yeah, it's demonic, blah, blah, blah. But then I went and bought those tarot cards. But because I was fighting back and forth with myself with that, I just like put the tarot cards up and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was still me just like fighting a little bit and things of that nature. But to move on from that, so I'm a regular person, and I found this information, or this information was brought to my attention. And the thing about it is timeline shifting. It's like I've heard about this information before, and I said I hadn't because like it wasn't ringing a bell, but it wasn't until after I got into it, then I got into it. Or maybe it could be because I foresaw that I was finna get into it. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what happened. More than anything, I think I foresaw that I was gonna get into it, and I'm thinking that I had got into it. It's just crazy because like I be having the deja vu with it, so I know there has to be some timeline, like shit sinking back up. Neurons is firing. Okay, but moving on from that. So I found this and it like connects and puts the dots together for things. Cause like, why do I like some of this stuff and some of this? Like some of the spiritual stuff I like and some of the spiritual stuff I don't like. Like I get a feeling. I'm definitely off my feelings and things of that nature. And so if I get a feeling, you know what I'm saying? Especially there's certain feelings I get. There's a feeling that I get that I could choose right or wrong, but then there's a feeling I get where I know like, no, I cannot do that. And so in spirituality, that's kind of quick for me. It's like, nah, I can't get with it. Like I might even listen for a long little minute. I might even hear like a year worth of your like shit, 2 years worth of your shit. And then there is something like, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm getting up there, I'm already getting breadcrumbs to it anyway. So anyway, it's like a definite no for me. But anyway, I get these feelings and that's what I be going off of. And so I don't know, I forgot where I was going with that. But I'm doing this because I want people to just see. Because I'm seeing. I've always been like a lead by example. I'm not really the one. That's the thing too. I'm not really the type of person to be like, oh, well, you should try this because I had heard so and such and such. Like, I'm not really that type of person. I'm going to do it. The only time I'm gonna say what so and so said, keep off the band, but I'm gonna try to get that verified too. Is if it's something that I can't do or don't need to do. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like if you have a certain type of disease and stuff like that, and they say, here, take these herbals for this, and take this, and then do this, and drink a half a gallon of water and some stuff like that, and you're gonna be healed type shit. And I don't have that, I'm not going to take that stuff. So I can't really tell you, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. But anything else that I really can try to like go through, I will do that first before I even recommend it. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very truthful, a very honest, a very loving, I'm a kind person. I really am. But I can be a motherfucker too. I'm not even going to lie. That's everybody's dark side though. But you know what I'm saying? I really do love, and I really do love people. And I think that we all can do better and we should be doing better. And I see a lot of shit that needs to be fixed just like everybody does. And I do have opinions about it. But I just want to be me genuinely and authentically and just share that. And because I just want to show that there is people in the world that really are like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we see it a lot, and I think that we lose it. And I'm tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm on here to just be transparent in my life and to walk this journey and let y'all see, you know what I'm saying, what happens. Because I see what's going on. And I'm probably going to be talking about those things as well. I really decided to open up. I'm laughing because I'm a little bit nervous. You'll notice that, but that's okay because I'm going to keep on going. But my journey after this last stall and my journey got kickstarted because of that Saturn and Pisces shit. That Saturn and Pisces is a bad mamma jamma. And then we got this whole retrograde with the Capricornus and the Pluto and stuff like that going on. Plus we got all these alignments going on. Plus we got all these retrogrades going on. Plus we got these seasons changing. There is like all this type of energy, and I am being totally affected by it because I am in a, I forgot what they call it, but it is a Saturn return. You get some like every so often. And my next one is coming up, but I think I'm going to have it at like $52 or some shit like that, $57 or something like that. But I'm also kind of in a Saturn return because of the sign itself. I'm not where I'm at in my Saturn return replacement in my chart, but I'm having a mini Saturn return because of Pisces. I have a Pisces stellium. I have a grand water trine, Pisces stellium, and most of my inner planets are involved in that, except for one. So I have 4 entities, 4 planets in Pisces, and it's in the first houses and stuff like that too. So it's like the first quarter of the houses, and it's just like ridiculous. And because I have all these placements of Pisces, I'm getting a pre-Saturn shakedown. You know what I'm saying? A pre-Saturn return shakedown. And so what I mean by that is I've been going through a tower moment. And that's why I haven't even been on here. Like, I quit my job, but I had to quit my job because my job, it was on the way out anyway. I found out some discrepancies about my job and being managed by my job, the inventory job I had and all that kind of stuff. Plus it was part-time, blah, 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 all of this stuff. My house is falling apart. My life is falling apart. And so then I sat and not worked for a little minute. And of course, with the no money, shit started getting really real. But in my tower moment, because like Saturn was putting me through a tower moment. And so what I did was I reinforced what Saturn was talking about because I wanted to just show that I am like fully aware. I'm fully conscious. I'm like in the moment. I'm in the energy. And I need to just go ahead with the go ahead and don't sugarfoot with it. Don't sugarfoot, don't foot, don't none of that sugarfoot with it, because I do have a Saturn return coming up. And when my Saturn return come up, I'm gonna be enjoying it because I'm doing the work now. That's what I'm saying. So when my Saturn return come up, I should probably be pretty good, man. I'm gonna be like, oh, shitty, weedy. But with that being said, so yeah, so it has affected me tremendously. And so what I mean by that, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm being transparent because I'm not on here about money, and I'm not trying to. That's the thing. With the spirituality and the spiritual community, I'm tired of the money. Okay. I am tired of the pimping and pandering. I am tired of people get on and they're like, oh yeah, you know, woo woo woo, and you know, woo, and all this, and woo, you know what I'm saying, and abracadabra and all this stuff, and you're like, you know, you're watching and you're like, okay, woo woo, and then they're like, but we need you to invest in this or buy this and buy this and buy this. Like, if you really like this information, then you should be clicking and subscribing, and you should be paying me this obscene amount of money for some services to skip off the bam and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm sick of that shit. I'm so sick of that stuff. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm just sick of the bullshit. And then I'm sick of us repeating the bullshit. And then bringing it to the spiritual community and then doing the same fucking thing, and man, but being trying to say it's not. Like, nah, man. And then they try to hit you with either you're a producer or you're a consumer, and which one are you gonna be? That you're just sitting there watching us, and you're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, hold on. Isn't that the reason you get on here for the most part? This is for people to look at you and listen to what you're saying, because you saying some good shit. If people like what you're saying, and okay, they listening to you. If they decide to give some money, then kudos as well. People have it to give, but I don't think that you should be making people feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? For some shit that you decided to do. So, like, yeah, like if people are really into it and they got the money to spare for that, because like y'all talking to regular people, y'all are. I don't even want to get into that just yet. So I'm just saying, I'm kind of sick of the shit, because that's gonna be a conversation. We gonna get into that, but I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of the after effects. You know what I'm saying? The after effects. So everybody's on here is like, oh yeah, I went through this, and I did this and this and this and blah blah blah, and and then they standing on the beach or they doing whatever the fuck it is that they doing, and you're like, woo, you know what I'm saying? And you got to get your vibrations, and you hear all of that, and I get that, and it is the truth. Don't get me wrong, it's not. It is the truth. You do need to raise your vibration and stuff, but nobody ever actually like really shows what getting there looks like, for one. And then two, I am looking for people that's like me. Genuinely honest, loving, kind, want to make a change. Like, I'm looking for the man in the mirror looking ass people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. I can't really sing, but I used to good though. But anyway. So, I have some intentions in my videos. And I'm also going to be on here showing my real self, and hopefully it's entertaining for y'all as well, and then hopefully it's informative. Hopefully, all of that good stuff. And then hopefully, what I'm saying, we can tribe vibe. You know what I'm saying? Get some vibes on some tribes. And maybe I can start interacting with people who are like me, and we can check in on each other, and what I'm saying, do whatever it is that we decide to do at that particular time to help navigate. So anyway, with that, and so I found this information, and for me it just connected the dots. And what I'm talking about is the law of time, and what I'm talking about is the natural time cycle of the 1320. And that's what we be doing on here every day when we be saying these mottos, these little mini mottos for the day and things of that nature. This is the first thing that I found within my soul and spirit that said, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what? I think you got some. And then on top of that, with the deja vu shit, that I find very interesting. Because it's like, I've been here before, but no, I ain't. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit. That's kind of amazing. Then the synchronicities and things like that. So what do I mean by it puts everything in context for me? Is because I believe in astrology. First and foremost, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I believe in astrology. I try to learn as much as possible about astrology that I can. And I'm just like everybody else who be chasing stuff, but usually when I ask a question, I find the answer to it. Now, I don't know if the answer be right or, you know what I'm saying, but it be sitting within my spirit for the answer. So I find that very interesting too. But astrology, definitely. So I believe in it and I follow it. I follow the moons, the planets, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The birth charts. I do believe there is some prediction in there, but there is some reflection in there. And then there's energy in there. And what I mean by reflection is like where you came from. And then with prediction, you know, some things that could go for you, but there's always free will. But the whole thing with the prediction too is even if you predict that it's gonna go good, just also know that it could go bad. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, that's why they do the good aspects or the dark aspects or the negatives of it and the positives and the all of that kind of stuff, because it's always duality in everything. We're all connected, but it's duality to be connected. But let me get back on track. So, was astrology. So I definitely believe in astrology. You're not going to take that from me. And if I cannot be in your religion and stand up and talk about, hey, Pisces, I mean, Saturn is in Pisces. And people be like, you know, okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's going to probably be some bullshit. It could be good and it could be bad. It is good and bad because you're going to learn some shit. You're going to make some mistakes and you're going to learn some shit. Mistakes is the bad part, but learning shit, that's the good shit. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, you can't stand up in no Baptist church. You can't get up when it says, okay, are there any announcements? You know, and they be reading the cards and the prayer list before they read the prayers list and they got the announcements. I feel like I should be able to stand up at the podium and be like, okay, well, and the sun is in skeet wop the bam and this and Mercury is retrograde. So that means that you just kind of want to watch your communication. You want to watch your travel. You know what I'm saying? You can get into little fender benders, stuff like that, up at the quick trip and all that kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? On the Mercury retrograde. And it's your birthday too. So like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I should be able to stand up at the church to say that. But I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't with that religion. So if you ain't with astrology, then I cannot be following you. Right? Right. Okay. And divination. I definitely believe in divination. Now, how you do divination, that's all upon you. Okay? You. And what I mean by that is not everybody is gonna be a tarot card reader. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can read them charts like that. Astrology charts. Can't everybody? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know nothing about no bones. You know what I'm saying? They be talking about shaking up some bones like they in a Yahtzee cup and throwing the shit out on the floor and like the bones laying and they talking about, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? This why ski wop bam, like I don't know, but people could do that. Dice, just think about the Chinese, man. You remember because I'm a kung fu. That's why my nickname is Shaolin Deadly. But I'm a kung fu freak. You know the Chinese people take the little cup, another Yahtzee cup, and they got the sticks. You shaking out the sticks like that's a real thing though. Just the different divinations. Oh, the pendulum. I know everybody's seen on TikTok the lady with the little they look like two wires to me, and they be swinging back and forth for the yes and the no, and all of that. That's divination. Reading candles. People be reading the flames and candles. That's divination. People be reading the wax off the thing. That's divination. You know what I'm saying? Like read water. All of it. Divination. I believe in it. I believe that if you truly believe, like, you know what I'm saying, what you standing on and things of that nature, and have a gift for it, that you can divine from that and get answers from divine. So I believe in it. And again, I cannot do announcements You know what I'm saying? Or closing call and all that kind of stuff. I can't stand up and be like, and you know what? I'm going to pull some cards for y'all today. Or I'm going to bring out my pit to live. And you know what I'm saying? Are we going to have a good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not, I'm just being funny as well, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. So, you know, can't get with that. Can't get with that. And then numerology. I do not know everything about numerology, but I be studying it. I with everything. I study stuff. And it be popping. There is synchronicities, so to speak, with the numbers and with divination and things of that nature. And you can't just keep saying, oh, it's a coincidence, because like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now with it. So just those different things. But like when you're just focusing on those things by yourself, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, or one at a time and stuff, and you're trying to find your way through something, then you're like, you can get lost and you can get hurt and you can get a whole lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you start doubting yourself and all of that kind of whatever that you go through. Because like everybody do. And they ain't not gonna sit up here and say they don't. That's what I'm talking about. The realness of things and stuff like that. But anyway, moving on. And so like the numerology, I believe in it. And I believe in this and I believe that. I believe in energy. I believe in auras, fields, all of that. Like I do believe in it, the science of it and stuff like that. And with this right here, for me, it takes all those little pieces like that and puts it together and it makes sense. That's why I decided to follow the natural, the LOT, and then follow the 1320 natural time cycle. I do believe in the divine feminine. I do believe the divine feminine was destroyed. I believe the divine feminine was destroyed on purpose, and that there was a reign of the divine masculine, of patriarchy, and things of that nature. And that's why we're like shit's not lining up. And everything's getting more unnatural by the minute. And I honestly believe it's because of patriarchy and what patriarchy did, which is basically divine masculine, what divine masculine did, or the people up under the divine masculine at the time, what they did with that energy, and then what they did with divine feminine. And so when you hear in spiritual communities about, you know, the divine feminine is on the rise, she's coming back to take her throne and blah blah blah, and especially because if you feel it, if you're feeling these energies, you should kind of have a very good idea what these people are meaning by when they talk about divine feminine's on the rise and she's coming back. You should have an idea. And so for me, that was something else that I believe in and that I know to be true. And this connects, it just connects the dots for me. It connects the dots for me divinely. Because I honestly believe the middleman era is over with. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Middleman shit. It's always been about that. Middleman shit. Somebody controlling somebody else's shit. Oh no, wait a minute. No, you can't do that. Only I can go over there. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes to God but before me. Who the fuck is you and where the fuck did you come from anyway? And what you mean I can't talk to God? See, that's maybe as a little girl too. I'm like, what you mean? What you mean? I don't get that. So like all of that shit. So it's I mean an hour. Let me get off of here. So this was just more so about me talking. We did go through the stuff. I am going to get back on here more. That's where I'm coming back around to. I was in a rough spot, y'all. I got sick. I'm in a tower moment, actually. I'm in a tower moment, and then I'm in the death moment. And I've been here before and things like that, that's what I'm saying, but it's been like worse because of the way I was looking at going into the tower moment and going into the death and stuff like that, and then just sitting there and wallowing in it and trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, versus now I'm actually enjoying my tower moment and my death. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm even helping the shit along. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is, like, with me losing the job and stuff like that, like, I quit the job, but the job was burnt anyway because I wasn't making the money I needed to make. And then I was being manipulated and things of that nature. And I was shown it. And that's what I'm saying. The universe was just on it. So I wasn't even really trying to quit the job. But universe is what the universe is. I started getting sick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it snowballed effect into some stuff. And so then by me not working, that means some bills that I get paid, things of that nature. So, like, everything of mine got cut off. My cell phone, like, you know what I'm saying? All my subscriptions to everything is gone. I made sure that like, yes, just cut it off because it is what it is. And then I was even going through, like, cancer, stuff like that or whatever. My back had been hurting me. My illness was up on me. And then I was depressed about a lot of things. This being one of them, you can see up there. Look, see, I'm being very transparent. My roof is messed up. I'm trying to get the money to get my roof fixed. I didn't, at this time, you know, I ain't had no job. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I'm not feeling good. I can't move. And then I'm trying to get on here and do this with you guys and stuff like that. And it wasn't that, like, I'm saying, oh, fuck that, because it's not working for me. No, it was just that was just too much energy. I needed to focus on me. And so, like I said, every single day, I still been saying my stuff because it's clicking. It really does align you with some stuff. And I want to get into that more, and we're going to talk about that more and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I stayed on it and stuff like that. And so I'm coming back. I'm actually I'm still down there, but I'm on the other side of down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my little climb and stuff on, but I'm still kind of sitting in this for a minute because I have to. And it's like, I'm like tired of everything. I'm sick of just the same shit, just like, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. I still haven't drank, you know what I'm saying? I even slowed down and smoked the weed. I do hit to weed here and there, you know what I'm saying, because of my illness and things like that. And then I did start back to work as well. But you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I've come a long way, but I had to be stripped all the way down. And then the thing about being stripped all the way down is you have to do it. You have to strip yourself down. So that means when you're going through your tower moment and you go through your death, you don't strip yourself butt naked because you're already in trauma. So you're just like, you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out why this happened and were you involved and like woo woo woo, so you can get the hell up out, you know what I'm saying, the bottom of the pit and stuff. You're not worried about, you know what, let me just go with that energy, go with the tearing down of self. And so I thought about that and I'm like, yeah, I haven't. And you know what? Instead of fighting it, I'm going with it. And that's what I did. So, like, I stripped myself. I helped the universe strip me down, but is booty naked. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Out here looking real suspect and stuff like that. And it was the most beautiful thing ever for me. It was the most beautiful thing ever for me. But with that being said, so like I just simplicity and realness to match who I am is I need that all around me. So I got rid of my bed because my back was hurting anyway. And so I heard that sleeping on the floor has nothing to do with YouTube. Honestly, I heard about sleeping on the floor. So I'm like, I'm gonna sleep on the floor. And this is what I got going on. I'll show you guys. I made a pallet on the floor. I cannot tell you how many blankets is there. I'm probably say probably about a good 10 to 15, but I made a pallet on the floor, and this is where I've been sleeping. I did that, and how this got started, first and foremost, is because I just showed you my roof up there. And so I had to take everything out of my fucking room so it don't get fucked up and stuff. And so I had to break my bed down, take all my stuff out and stuff like that. It's barely stuff in here. The only things in here is like my chair and the gong and stuff like that. And then this little table and my pallet. And then my TV's still on the wall and stuff like that. But that's on this side of the room. This side of the room is cool. That side of the room is not good. So I'm sitting here, no job, no money, no nothing like that, sitting up under here, homemade skylight, shit like that. And I'm just like, you know, shit, it's winter times coming, all that kind of shit like that. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is some fucking crazy ass shit. I'm sick of this shit. Skip out the bam, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, just going through that. And I was sitting in there and like going through that. So anyway, I went through my clothes. I've gotten rid of just shit I don't use, wear, blah, blah, like got rid of that shit, donate, throw it away, burn it, all that shit. I've done all of that. And then cleaned out my room and stuff like that. So then I got to my bed. So what I was doing was I had the box spring and my mattress in there on the, the living room floor. And that's where I was sleeping at first. On the floor, on the mattress and stuff in the living room, because at first I cleared everything out of here because I'm just like, I'm gonna just be putting supplies in there, keep out the bam, all that. I slept in the living room probably for a little minute because I've got some videos. Yeah, I was in the living room on some of these, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, I'm already sleeping on the floor. Why don't I just make a pallet in there on the floor? So that way, if it does start raining, whatever the fuck happens, I can just like pull the blankets up real quick, pull them out instead of trying to like move a bed and all that kind of shit. Like, bam. Because you're already sleeping on the floor. And you know what? Your back is fucking hurt. Skip after bam. I heard that sleeping on the floor is better for your back anyway. So I made a pile on the floor. And kid you not, I'm going to say the first 2 weeks was rough. You know what I'm saying? Because your body's not used to it and stuff like that. So you do have to adjust. But you do sleep, though. That's the thing. And you do wake up feeling better. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back in my room. I needed my privacy and stuff anyway. I don't need to be on the living room floor. So I'm on a pallet. And then, so that's when I just start. I got all the blankets in the house and stuff. It was like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, man, out, sleep, deep sleep. Okay, I'm actually like resting now because I don't dream anymore at all, period. I haven't dreamed in years for real. Man, I've been dreaming because I'm actually asleep. Like I'm actually getting to put my mind to sleep because my body is actually, it's really the truth. Because then after that, YouTube and all of that, Google be listening. I'm sleeping on the floor and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I just need to give me a mattress or something. And boo, boo, boo. Get on YouTube because I get on YouTube every single day. You know what I'm saying? I got people I follow and stuff. And then bam, it's people on there. Why I started sleeping on the floor. Why I started the Japanese futon, that craze. And it's different people, on YouTube talking about, man, I ditched my bed, keep out the bam. Some of them is a lot about back pain. Some people is just like, I'm trying to live a simplistic life and blah, 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 all that shit. And I'm like, see? So I am eventually going to get me one of those Japanese tatami mats and the futon mattress and stuff like that. The whole little kit, like you can get a bundle with the bed, the mattress and stuff, but the shit's expensive. It's still expensive. But what I will say is I'm enjoying sleeping on the floor though. I am enjoying it on the floor. My back doesn't even really hurt like that. Now I'm still having hip problems, but I'm always gonna have hip problems. I already know that. So, but it's easier even on my hips as well though. It's not as bad as it was, but like the back pain is totally gone. I did try to sleep on the mattress because I was watching my grandbaby, so we was in there sleeping on the mattress, and like I had to make sure my grandbaby was asleep, and then I came back in here and got on my pad. It was like, because like I can't do it. So once I looked into that, then I started watching the people on the YouTube about the simplistic Japanese life and how they live and things like that on the floor. And I'm like, you know what? that's why I was led to this, because that's exactly what I want to do. So y'all gonna see me transform and and do that. Transition into that, because I've already been sleeping on the floor, and I've even started with the blankets. That's what they tell you. Start with some blankets and stuff. I did. I started with blankets. I made a nice little mat, actually. My little cot actually probably looks like one of them futon mattresses, believe it or not. Mine might be thicker, I don't know. But I am going to be transitioning to getting one of those and things like that. But I'm not really turning anything on until I do what I need to do. And that's, first of all, patch this roof and some things like that. Then I'm going to get my bed. And then, just slowly chip away at it. Why? Because I'm not rich. I'm just a regular person. I think I'm special. Don't get it twisted, because I am special. But I'm regular. I'm a regular person. Like, this is live TV. I'm not a paid actor, you hear me? And I'm not even really trying to get paid. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's not my intention. My intention is to be the example. That's it. And to give love so I receive love. Mutual light. So that's pretty much all I have to say. It's like an update of what's going on and some things of that nature. Yes, I'm going to be getting back on here, but I did start working. Let me just say that before I get off there. I did start working finally again. And this is like going into my third week or something like that. Yeah, my third week. So I'm adjusting to that, because my first week that I worked, it was only 3 days. And then the second week I worked was 4 days because of the holiday. And so, you know what I'm saying? This will actually be my first full week and stuff like that. So let me finish adjusting to that, because I was working part-time before and I was doing like an easy job. Now I'm back in the factory, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, being a production worker, but I'm actually like a machine operator and things of that nature, and like getting back into the groove of that. So like getting back into getting up and having to be at a specific time and all that kind of stuff. Let me figure out how I want to like juggle being able to do this and do that and stuff like that. So just give me a moment. And then we're going to go ahead and catch up. I'm definitely going to get back on here in 2 days. That will be the last day of this wave spell. So what's today? Sunday. And then so Monday, what is that? Tuesday, I believe it is the last day of this wave spell. Expect me to see me then. And we will go back over everything and recap so we can catch up and know where we are, so we can keep on moving forward in this natural time cycle. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. And if you want to talk to me, go ahead and do that. And I will try to talk back. Right? Right. Love you. Love and gratitude in Lak'ech Ala K'IN.